Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Titans Return Legend Class Roadburn. For the package, you got a really cool image of Roadburn on the back card, as well as an open window that fully showcases the figure within. On the back of the package, you got images of both his robot as well as his vehicle mode, and you can see there at the top, you get a small read-up that says, if the Decepticons think they can outrun Roadburn, they are wrong. And as you can see, for the most part, aside from the remolded head, he basically is just a repaint of the recently released Legend Class Bumblebee. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Roadburn open up and out of its packaging. And much like all the Titan Return figures with the exception of the Titan Masters, Roadburn here does come with this collector card. You have his name down here, you got a really cool image of Roadburn there on the back. And then on the actual back of the card, you have his tech specs with speed and intelligence being the highest at a 7. Now one thing that's interesting is the collector card as well as the package actually show his name as Roadburn. But the instructions actually say Autobot Chase, which makes sense because the look for this guy, in terms of the color, the head sculpt, all of that, resembles the Throttlebot known as Chase. So I don't know if that's something that's going to stick around or if it's something that was meant to be replaced, but the early releases of the figure didn't get that changed in time. Maybe it'll go away in the future, who knows, but I think that's actually pretty cool. And regardless of what his name says here, I think most people would have automatically looked at him and thought Chase. And it seems that that's what Hasbro was thinking as well. So I just thought that was a cool little nod. But as you can see, like I said, it is a repaint of that Legend Class Bumblebee that we got. Real nice detail throughout the entire thing. I love the Autobot logo on there. I like how it's got the very cool white outline there. All the black looks really nice as well. One thing that I'm noticing though, the wheels on this one, it doesn't roll very well. But he still has all the same functionality that Bumblebee did have, where you can open up the back, you can lift this piece up, you got his face right there, which we'll touch on here in a little bit, and you can take a Titan Master and wedge him in, get them right there, and bring that around, and you can have him drive it around in it, which is cool. I like that. I think that the inclusion of that play pattern all the way down to the legend skills is really very cool. I really do think that Hasbro has done a great job of, including all the different classes with the particular, Titans Return Headmaster gimmick. And just in general, I like the color on it. You can see that he does still have the 100 STRA here on the back, which is what Bumblebee did. So it is the exact same mold, they just swapped out the head. And because it's the same mold, the transformation is the same, so we're just going to go ahead and do it real quick. Chase or Roadburn. But I mean, you can totally see it. The head sculpt is exactly what you would expect for Chase. You got the blue helmet, you got the, I guess it would be a little bit more yellow than it is here, but you do have a kind of lighter peach color for the face, which I think works pretty good. But it's still, like I said, for the most part, just a Bumblebee repaint. Obviously, Bumblebee here, I reversed the arms. I think in terms of keeping a little bit different look for the character, I think I'll keep Roadburn with the arms like this. But you can see that I do think that the way that these arms just look a little bit better, to be totally honest with you. You can see also you got the Autobot is a little bit bigger just because of the white outline, but it just makes it stand out a little bit more. But same size and everything. And overall, I mean, the figure is really very good. I do like it a lot. I think that's awesome that we're getting, any kind of homage to the original Throttlebots. That's really fun. I don't know if they're going to do more of them, but I think that it's a nice touch nonetheless. But even when you look at it like this, I mean, it really does resemble, and I don't have the original G1 Throttlebot, but it really does resemble how the G1 toy kind of looked. I dig it. I think that this is really cool. And it almost makes me wonder if this was the original intent for the figure for this. And then they said, hey, we can make it look like Bumblebee too, so let's put a Bumblebee on the head. So, I mean, everybody talks about the whole pre-tool thing, and I really don't like that phrase, but just because I think that this fits so perfectly, and it fits really well with Bumblebee as well, I think, but I don't know, just looking at that old G1 Chase figure, I think that Roadburn here does a great job of looking like him. Now, obviously, the transformation is the exact same going back the other way as well, so to do that, we're just gonna pull his head, and I guess we can do the Sanford and Son song again. I don't know, I did it once, but it's personal preference. What do you guys like? I'm gonna take requests here. Now, I'm not, because I don't know what you're saying, because obviously this video is taking place at a different time than when you're watching it. Come on, this isn't the future. We don't have interactivity with video. How cool that would be if I was doing like live videos where you guys could interact. Some people will honestly ask me questions. Hey, can you do this for comparison while they're watching the video? And I'm like, you realize the video's not live, right? I can't do that for you. The video's already done when you're watching it. So, boom, there he is. But he's fun. I mean, like I said, I do think that the original intent for the figure would be him. I mean, either way, I think it works very nicely as Bumblebee or as Chase. And I just love what they're able to do nowadays with Legend figures. I mean, I remember a time not too long ago where Legend figures really weren't all that great. Now they're absolute viable options for a collector's shelf. I'm really very impressed with what Hasbro has been doing with their Titans Return figures. So, all that being said, if Roadburn is a figure that you'd like to add to your collection, he should be hitting various retail locations fairly soon. So good luck and happy hunting. Or as always, there's Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do for that is click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to BBTS where you can check out availability on this guy, as well as the rest of the wide range of Transformers Titans Return figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that if you like this video, to please hit that, well, here's my thumb, but hit that thumbs up button. It goes a long way towards helping me out, and I'd really appreciate it. Also, be sure to subscribe in case you haven't already subscribed. That way you get instant email notifications whenever I upload a new video, and you never miss out on a future review of mine. Or if you're already subscribed, be sure to hit that little bell right below this video, and double check your settings to make sure that they're set so that you get those email notifications. And as always, until next time, be excellent to each other.